Okay, we're back to being live. We live right there. The levels on the camera were way too high. I am going to talk about something. I don't talk about it right now, but let me tell you what I'm going to talk about. Extracting coffee at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the main topic today. We'll talk about that later. So if you're wondering what these are about, I'll try to do that a little bit better about letting you know that what the podcast topics are if you want to stick around. Right now, we're just going to talk about not housekeeping, just things in general, things that I've been doing. Amazon seems like it's working, but it's not working. Listing still is messed up. Uh, yeah, so that's moving. YouTube is moving. Couple different things planned for that. And then that's it really. This week I've been doing a lot of editing. I post a lot now. Make videos all the time. And as I make these videos, it's one of those things to where it's like, okay, does this make sense to actually share with people? Certain things are, but I usually do a video, do like a coffee theme video twice a day. Sometimes it's just talking to myself to get better for the camera. Other times it's like little things that I'm talking about with coffee, about coffee, with coffee. Coffee's great, right? It really is. Did another episode. When did I do this episode? This past Sunday called How I Fell in Love with Coffee. I had to change a couple things on it, but it seems like it's doing okay. We'll check it later on once I post all the videos that I edited yesterday. So I got 3 videos coming out in 2 weeks. One Sunday, one Thursday, the next Thursday or Wednesday, and then I have another one the following Sunday or Monday. Something like that. It's gonna be interesting. I'm still contemplating if I should change it, meaning that should I do Monday, Thursday or Sunday, Thursday? I can't remember. I don't know which way to do it. But yeah, we'll see. It's one of those things where you're always trying to get better if it makes sense to. And then as you do that, that's what it's about, right? I think it's all about just trying to get better in the grand scheme of things. But I changed up the view. This video podcast probably won't go out in the next couple of months. If I'm being candid. I changed the approach to that too. I still record these. Don't get me wrong. I still record these for the video podcast. But the thing about it is that it's kind of more so like a duplicate, which is fine. But I'm gonna play around with the thumbnail, the descriptions a little bit, play around with the titles and stuff like that to see if that helps push it or boost it out to the world. The way I usually do it right now is RSS feed. So I do all that work behind the scenes. And then for the other, the video podcast, I slightly edit the front and tail. I probably do some color grading. Then do some audio, EQing, and then that's it. And then I usually just take the description and the title and then move it from there. But I'm going to play around with that a little bit more because I think I should. I should kind of do something different to see if I can promote it some different way, like I'm going to get money for my award-winning list podcast, but it's all good. This is back off the 100 episode. 100 episode it was really cool. It was really nice. It's pretty cool to like be in a place to where when I did that podcast, I did it on video too. And I believe my video voice and my podcast voice are more so similar, the same. Probably a little slight variation, but it's all good. There we go. Look like a cyclops. Let me just keep that more so on the same side. Stand this up. Okay. We're good. We're good to go. Let's think about all this. So, so it seems like there's a lot more work for me to be doing now, which is kind of scary because I've been cruising at a level that I've been trying to see how I could be even more efficient on that. But now I need to add more things to it. I need to start looking at Amazon a little bit more. And once I get that going, it's about the reviews and all that good stuff. So once that is cleared up and done, then that's the things that I'm gonna have to focus on. Also, so what do you want, dude? I have nothing for you. You're messing up my sound. Oh, Dottie. This small dog is growing on me. She's growing on me. She's a good dog sometimes. She knows our tendencies. She knows what I like to do in the morning. She knows that there's food in the morning from time to time. And yeah, that's interesting, right? You wanna come down? I'm gonna put you down. Okay. But yeah, did my workout. It's interesting. I'm in a different position and it's not that I don't feel inspired. It really, oh shit. It's not that I don't feel inspired. It's just that, I think that's the reason why I like changing it up in the office, changing it up to different views and all that stuff. It's because it allows me, come on, dude, come on. You want to pick you up? It allows me to like get out of my comfort zone and kind of see how like if the environment does affect the way I go about doing things. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't. And even if it does, then you can adapt and change and go about it from that way. But but yeah. So I've been testing a lot of things out lately. I wouldn't say a lot of things, but yeah, I have. I did a review on the mushroom coffee, which my wife hates. I don't care for it. It's kind of soulless. You'll see in the upcoming video too. What are you doing? And then I did another video on instant coffee, cheap little instant coffee. It was kind of cool to me. Okay, calm down, dude. I'm talking to myself. This dog don't understand the podcast. Most people talk to themselves. Like I'm pretending I'm talking to somebody, but whatever. Yeah, so I've been testing a lot of different things and kind of figuring that out and having a lot of fun with it. Not really scripting it, just kind of getting an idea why I'm talking. And one of the things that I've been doing lately is like throwing out this little saying that I use to kind of really try to understand what I'm trying to do. So it's called "What's the Story?" And the reason why I'm saying that is because video story versus book, novel, story is totally different. It's the same, but it's different because you have to go a lot quicker. You have to like capture somebody's attention a lot faster. So that's why lately I haven't really been doing a lot of intros. And the reason why is because intros are a lot of work. And I think they're more ego driven than anything than whatever. It's just a lot of work for me. So I stopped doing those. But I do have one intro that I do want to work on that I want to put out there. Right. So, but yeah, I've been testing out a lot of different things and it's been a lot of fun to kind of just do something that I'm not accustomed to doing and probably somebody else is not accustomed to doing. And that's the cool thing about all of this. It's just like, okay, how can you do this? Does it make any sense? How you go about understanding the things that you're trying to do? Little things like that. So that's the things that I've been focused on. So yeah. So speaking of testing things, let's talk about this whole thing about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. The reason why 170 degrees Fahrenheit is very important is because I'm doing a little experiment, meaning that I think that's why I'm uncomfortable. Ugh. It's just the way I'm sitting and all that stuff. Is that 170 degrees Fahrenheit I won't say the max, but it's close to the max temperature of a Mr. Coffee machine. And really that's the reason why that's important is because I'm trying to figure out what's the best way of going about making a Mr. Coffee machine coffee. Because I'll be doing experiments. I'm not modding the information, the device. And the thing about it is that it's different. It does brew coffee, but you have to like approach it totally different way, different beast. And it's been fun to really figure it out. And it's kind of like giving a a big respect back to the Mr. Coffee by utilizing specialty coffee type of equipment in order to perfect the Mr. Coffee machine. What I mean by that is that I'm not really trying my recipes, at least not yet, on the Mr. Coffee machine. The way I'm doing it right now is that I'm mimicking it. So I'm playing around with the kettle. So as I play around with the kettle, I can decrease the temperature. So right now I'm playing around with 170 degrees Fahrenheit out the kettle. And then for now, I'm using a flat bottom brewer to mimic it too. So I'm using the April brewer, and then sometimes I may just switch it back to the Hario V60 because I can still put those filters inside of that. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm going with it, and then playing around with different coffees, grind settings. But I think the sweet spot for the Mr. Coffee machine is going to be a medium to dark roast type of coffee, and the grind setting has to be a little bit more aggressive. So it has to be close to a light roast type of a grind. The reason why is because the water comes in so fast, and then as it comes so fast, you have to think about, is it extracting enough? Because it's not really teetering off to the sides or anything like that, right? So those are some of the things that I'm like mimicking. I'm only doing one pour too, not doing like 3 or 4 different pours because and then for the most part, that's how the Mr. Coffee machine does it. So it's pretty cool to kind of like mimic something that you're trying to play around with, but not really play around with it. At least not yet. You're just trying to understand what it's all about. But the first variable that I'm really trying to understand is the 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And I think at least for now, I am going to try it again. I'm going to try it as with the Mexican coffee that I do have. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be lovely. Because I think a medium to dark roast is where it's going to be at. And then, of course, working on that grind. Because the coffees are flat. They don't really taste like anything. It's showing that also in a refractometer and extraction levels of like how it is drastically under extracting. But these are the type of experiments, things that I like to do and understand. And then I can even call this like the Mr. Coffee recipe in a specialty device, so that's pretty cool. That's one of the things that's a lot of fun right now that I'm playing around with. So as I play around with it, understand it a little bit more, jot down some notes, do like a video podcast. That's more so the things that I'm like focused on and dealing with and really trying to understand if it makes sense, right? Because it's fun. It's these little things, even though I'm not getting as much feedback as I would like to. It's all good because I can kind of really do what I want to. From time to time, people are here just trying to tell me nothing really, or give me little advice or feedback and all that stuff. But that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to understand. And as you do that and understand it, you're just going to get ultimately better. And that's the beauty of all this, just to get better. I did do a rant video too about light roast, how light roast is garbage, it's trash, it's whack. And I am going to post it. I just need to edit it out. But I did it a couple different ways, and then I ended up doing it as a podcast type of setup theme. And I think it's a lot better. So we're going to see, and we're going to post that, get that ready. But I do have some videos here and there that are like, okay, that makes sense. Let's go ahead and post this. And then others were like, nah, that's just practice. That's just practice. There's no need to post everything that you put out, that you try to put out and everything. But yeah, so that's more so the situation. I don't know why I keep saying situation. Situation. What does that mean? Let me look that up. But yeah, it's cool to kind of change it up a little bit instead of doing it on a Thursday, do this on a Wednesday, have more time to get these out there. and then focus on other things on the rest of the week. And then yeah, but what else do I want to talk about before I leave this podcast world and go into the real world? I don't know. I really don't know. Interesting stuff. I guess I just try to fill the time more as I do these because I know that I have topics. They are what they are, and I may just be exhausting myself right now as I'm putting out so much material, so many things, and all that. Right, but it's interesting how it is going to be what it is, and I'm still believing that I'm at a downward trajectory with the effectiveness and the things that I'm doing. And it's going to be a while before I start going up on the on the thing on the thing with the whole um on the thing with the whole workflow, because workflow is going to be key in a lot of this stuff that I do and work on and try to figure out. I don't know if you go through that quite a bit to where you start to do something new, and then as you do something new, you're like, oh, okay, crap, it's a lot of work. What I'm going to do right now, what I'm going to focus on. So little things like that that I constantly think about and seeing I could do better. But also part of the workflow should be rest. Rest should be key in all of this. So yeah, that's what we got going. Those are some of the things that I believe is going to be paramount in what we try to do. And right before I leave off, that I think about it, even though people are going to still do more so what they want to do with recipes, it's pretty cool that I'm understanding the importance of a recipe, meaning that recipes are there to help you, to guide you, to get you there a lot faster than what you would do on your own, especially when you don't know. And a lot of times when people look up recipes, they're trying to gauge, trying to seek out information that they do not know of, or they're trying to make better or trying to change it up. So that's the beauty of a recipe. A recipe gives people a chance, an opportunity from a different person's perspective of different expertise and knowledge to get you on your way a lot faster. And that's the point of the recipe. And in this case, I believe you can make tasty coffee with the Mr. Coffee machine. We're not there yet. We're going to figure it out. And then as we go about that, we're going to go about giving out this recipe to people. And we'll see how much they truly, really like it and understand the things that are out there. So it's going to be interesting as we figure things out, as we get there, as we try, as we conquer, as we fail, as we really understand the importance of trying, of exploring, of loving the things that we like to do as much as we can, because that's going to be important. The reason why it's important because we're just trying to help people out. And as we keep helping people out, then we're going to be in a better place, and they're going to be in a better place because we're a part of their journey. So that's my nice little way to put a bow tie on this episode and call it a day. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned anything. And if you did get this far, send a comment, let me know. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.